Hello, good morning and welcome to TVAM. New studios, a new news service and a new national network.
On Wednesday the 16th of November, I'm Richard Keys.
And I'm Catherine Holloway, and you're watching the morning programme from TVAM.
Today's top story: Mrs. Thatcher has arrived in Washington to say goodbye to one president and hello to the next. Sports news: the England football manager Bobby Robson is looking for a morale-boosting win in the friendly against mighty Saudi Arabia this afternoon.
Hello and welcome to GMTV at 6 o'clock on Monday, January the 4th. I'm Fiona Armstrong.
Good morning. 4 parcel bombs have exploded in New York State, killing at least 6 people.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock on Thursday, the 9th of May. You're watching the News Hour. I'm Matthew Lorenzo. Penny Smith is still under the weather. This morning's headlines: a 5-year-old African girl who has a bullet lodged in her head arrives in Britain this morning for a life-saving operation. Parents threaten to withdraw their children in a row over an alleged classroom bully. And it's a double take for Jacko as he resurrects his Brit Award act. Also this morning, we cross live to Cannes for the latest on the World Music Awards.
Good morning. This is the Reuters News Hour with Penny Smith and John Stapleton.
Good morning, it's 6 o'clock. It's Tuesday, the 25th of May.
Yes, hello, good morning. On this morning's programme, are we really a nation of animal lovers with the number of abandoned cats in... Hello, good morning. It's 6 o'clock on Friday the 9th of June. This is the News Hour on GMTV with me, John Stapleton.
Marching to rid their community of paedophiles, 250 men, women and children turned out last night to protest through the streets of Portsmouth. Their target, people they claim are sex offenders living amongst them. But has it all gone too far? 4 innocent families have been driven out of their homes because of the rioting over the last week. We'll have more on that in a moment.
Hello, good morning. It's coming up to 8 o'clock on Thursday, the 10th of August. You're watching GMTV Today with me, John Stapleton, and Penny Smith.
Also on the programme this morning, 45,000 people will develop skin cancer in this country this year. Do you think you could spot the signs? We'll be meeting one girl who tragically didn't. That's after the news.
And he's got his grandfather's dimple, but you pronounce his name Dylan or Dillon? We're live to Los Angeles for the latest on the birth of baby Douglas. That's at 8:15.
So lots to come. Here's how the next half hour looks.
Could British pork now also be under threat from BSE? Just when you thought it was safe to eat beef, take a look at your chicken, your lamb and your pork, because this morning scientists warn they may now be infected with mad cow disease. Morning to you. This is GMTV Today.
Yeah, the time just after 8 o'clock, Tuesday morning, the 29th of August, 2000. Okay, very nice to see you between 9 and 8:30 this morning. It's not just cows that...
Do you know what? I don't know anything about Harry Potter. All I know is what I've seen on television, but it looks so fabulous. On GMTV, I've been seeing every day they have a little piece on it, and it just looks great.
As Harry Potter hits the silver screen, Hollywood stars reveal what they watch, and it's GMTV. No surprise there, of course they would. It's approaching 7 o'clock on Monday the 5th of November.
Good morning, this is the home of the stars, GMTV Today.
Yes, home of the stars. If you've ever wondered what the stars wake up to in the morning, well, they're just like you. They're watching GMTV 2, poor souls.
Yeah, no, man.
That's what superstar legend Cher revealed at the premiere of Harry Potter.
Give us our grades back. Estelle Morris is under A-level pressure as she prepares to explain what's gone wrong. Good morning, you're watching the News Hour on GMTV.
Yes, it's 6 o'clock on Thursday the 19th of September.
On the programme this morning, A-level results are in chaos and thousands of pupils don't know what happens next. Can faith be restored? We speak to the Shadow Education Secretary, who says the worst is yet to come.
Three deaths in the first hours of the firefighters' strike. Can Britain really last another 35 hours without full fire cover? That's the question as we approach 7 o'clock, Thursday, 14th of December.
December? Very scary.
Yes. Who wrote that and I read it?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously more than the firefighters on strike anyway.
Yeah.
November.
Yes, and this is GMTV Today, not tomorrow.
So here we are, the morning after the night before.
A blow for Blair. Public trust in the Prime Minister plummets over the death of Dr. David Kelly. Good morning, this is the News Hour on GMTV.
Yes, it's 6 o'clock on Monday the 1st of September.
On the day that Dr. David Kelly's widow gives evidence to the Hutton inquiry, a GMTV poll shows how much damage the affair has done to Tony Blair.
3 million people admit to being on it, but just how safe is the Atkins diet? I incidentally am not one of those 3 million, but the time is 7 o'clock, Monday the 1st of September.
Yeah, winter is upon us, isn't it now? It's the first day of winter this morning to you. This is GMTV Today.
It's all different, but we're the same.
It's not working. We are.
A visa in just 19 days, the dramatic allegations threatening to engulf David Blunkett in more controversy. Good morning, this is the News Hour on GMTV.
It's 6 o'clock on Wednesday, the 1st of December.
On the programme this morning, he continues to deny any wrongdoing, but today the Home Secretary faces more scrutiny amid reports that his former lover's nanny did seem to have her application for residency fast-tracked.
The dream villa holiday that turned into 2 weeks of hell. But how do you get your money back? That's what we're going to be giving you advice on, approaching 7 o'clock on Wednesday, the 1st of September.
Good morning, this is GMTV Today.
So, cockroaches, dirty sheets and filthy rooms. Sounds ghastly, doesn't it? Well, this happened to Annette Smart and her husband.
Jamie Oliver talks to GMTV exclusively about school dinner reforms. He says children should have no choice about what they eat.
My only worry is if we get too subservient to the kids, you know, we will fall down straight away, without doubt. Whenever I put good stuff next to the junk, the kids are programmed to take the junk.
Good morning, this is the News Hour on GMTV.
It is 6 o'clock. It's Monday, the 3rd of October, 2005.
So, Jamie Oliver, the TV chef who first alerted us to the state of school dinners, gives us his reaction to the government's plans. That interview coming up. Good morning. Fair pack deal as one store prepares to help some of the victims. There's pressure on others to follow suit.
Brown's Boosters, a mass immunisation programme, will be announced by the Chancellor today. He'll join us all to explain.
Final push by Bush. The president pulls out all the stops to try to save his party from electoral defeat. That's all to come on Tuesday, November the 7th, 2006.
Good morning, you're watching the news. It's just come up to 6 o'clock. We'll have more on those stories that we've just been telling about in the next hour or so. Good morning. Fair pack deal. Hope for customers as Sainsbury's considers helping some savers.
Dangerous drivers, new crackdown on tearaway young motorists.
And brotherly love. Could you adopt these adorable brothers and give them the loving home that they desperately deserve? It's all to come. It's Tuesday, the 7th of November, 2006. Hello, you're watching GMTV Today. Very good morning to you. It's almost 7 o'clock. We'll have more on those stories in the next hour.
Good morning, you're watching GMTV with Penny Smith and John Stapleton.
Yes, it's Monday the 5th of January 2009. Snow is falling and freezing temperatures are gripping Britain as millions go back to work and back to school.
Israeli forces divide Gaza in half as aid agencies warn of a mounting humanitarian crisis.
And homeowners who lose their jobs get more help from the government, but is it too little, too late?
And welcome to a new look GMTV.
Right now, let's catch up on the news with Priya.
Good morning. Black ice and sub-zero temperatures are making travel hazardous this morning as much of the country returns to work and schools reopen after the Christmas break.
You're watching GMTV with John Stapleton and Penny Smith.
Good morning at 6 o'clock. It's Monday the 31st of August. Travel chaos. Millions of people will take to the roads and railways today with big delays expected.
South of the border, at least, it's going to be a very busy bank holiday as people head to the beaches in search of the sun and then join all those bank holiday makers heading home again this afternoon.
Alcohol ASBO's new powers mean people in England and Wales who commit crimes while they're drunk can be banned from drinking.
And who got Simon Cowell singing along on this weekend's X Factor?
Simon Cowell is singing along.
Good morning. A new type of ASBO, which is being introduced from today, will target people who are responsible for crimes caused by alcohol.
Watching GMTV with Ben Shepherd and Kate Garraway.
Hello there, good morning. It's 6 o'clock, it's Thursday the 29th of July.
Good morning. Work for as long as you want. The government bans bosses from forcing staff to retire at 65.
To me, you work as long as you feel all right. If you feel like working, you feel like working.
And Barack Obama returns to his relaxed roots, but will it make him more popular?
What has been gratifying is the fact that the economy now is starting to stabilize and grow again.
We've got more later on the president's PR blitz to turn around public perception in the States a little bit later on.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak.
Yes. Dawn. It's happening. Day is breaking behind us here. It's a beautiful scene here behind us in the studio. There's St Paul's in the background.
The sun is up, and thank goodness we spent good money bringing you this view. I promise you're putting us here. At least you can see it. Thank goodness for that.
Thank you very much for joining us on our first day. This is Adrian Childs.
And she is Christine Blakely, and these are the stories we're waking up to on Monday, September the 6th.
4 years on, 100,000 Christmas Club savers are still waiting for compensation. We have an exclusive investigation into the Fare Pack scandal.
Security's under review for Tony Blair. Protests are growing over his memoirs. He'll be with us here in the Daybreak studio this morning.
And he's out. Andy Murray has lost overnight in the US Open.
And Lucy Verasamy is our weatherwoman. What's happening, Lucy?
Well, there's lots happening. After a settled start to the new month, it's all changed this week. Windy and wet from the west.
Our top story this morning, an exclusive investigation.
It's 6 o'clock.
Welcome along to Daybreak on Tuesday the 3rd of January 2012.
Yes, Happy New Year. And on the programme this morning, questions are being asked about why a man who shot 3 women dead and killed himself at a house in County Durham was allowed to own 6 guns.
And a decision on whether the NHS should pay for up to 50,000 women to have 40 breast implants removed could be made today.
Also this morning, we're meeting the mother of 2 who decided to give away her kidney to a stranger after a chance meeting at a party.
Good morning, welcome to Daybreak with Matt Barbette and Ranveer Singh.
The top stories for you this morning. Basking in a golden glow, Britain's Paralympians are on course for their most successful championships ever, leaping to 2nd in the medals table after a record-breaking weekend.
Yes, the Brits are exceeding all expectations, but there's a huge row brewing over the world's most famous Paralympian. More on that and the ones to watch today coming up.
All that, plus what can only be described as a right royal adventure. We'll be live at the top of the Shard, Europe's tallest building, as one daredevil duke prepares to take the plunge.
A very good morning to you as we head into a new week, a new month, and even meteorologically speaking, a new season. Things are looking up. I'll have more in 25 minutes.
6 o'clock on Monday, the 3rd of September. Welcome to Daybreak. This morning's top story. Britain is now more than halfway to its target of 103 medals at the Paralympics.
Good morning, Britain. Children as young as 2 could soon be starting school, but is it too much too soon?
Morning, Britain.
One Direction exclusively reveal their relationship secrets. We go behind the scenes of their new video.
Monday, 28th of April, 2014, live from ITV Studios in London. This is Good Morning Britain.
Good morning, Britain. Welcome to our news show. I'm Susanna Reid, and we're here with you through to 8:30 this morning with the biggest stories in news, sport and entertainment. We're talking about starting school at 2 years old. Good morning, Britain. It's time to decide. In an hour, the polls will open with tens of millions expected to vote across the country. And Adele, as you've never seen her before, the superstar celebrates her 27th birthday by dressing up as her hero, George Michael.
Thursday, 7th of May 2015, live from ITV Studios in London. This is Good Morning Britain.
Hello there, good morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. Lovely to have you with us this morning. Laura's in the studio. How's the weather?
Good morning, Britain. Still too close to call, but after a dramatic night, Donald Trump looks set to become the next president of the United States.
You're watching a special, very dramatic edition of the programme live from New York, where we've witnessed quite remarkable scenes tonight. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton were neck and neck for much of the night, but now the Republican candidate has been surging ahead.
Over the next few hours, we'll bring you the whole astonishing story and, of course, the result from here above Times Square.
We'll be live at the candidates' headquarters with Trump supporters and very despondent Clinton campaigners as the election result goes to the wire. We'll also be getting reaction from across America. Ranveer's in Washington, Richard Gatesford's in the crucial state of Florida, which Trump won a few hours ago.
It's been a night of twists and turns. It's certainly not over yet. We will bring you all the latest as it happens.
Wednesday, 9th of November, 2016, live from Times Square, New York. This is Good Morning Britain. America Decides. With Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
Good morning. Well, wow.
Good morning, Britain. The news you're waking up to. The Prime Minister prepares to meet Donald Trump for the first time since the President declared that the US would help sick baby Charlie Gard.
Making tennis history, Britain's best Wimbledon performance in a generation sees 4 stars through to the 3rd round for the first time in 20 years, with Carl Edmund hoping to make it 5 later today.
Thursday, 6th of July, 2017, live from ITV Studios in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Ben Shepherd and Susanna Reid.
Hello there, good morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme.
Couldn't find a razor?
Well.
Good morning, Britain. The government accuses Russia of a series of indiscriminate and reckless cyber attacks in the UK and across the globe.
Britain's charities launch an appeal to help the survivors of the Indonesian earthquake and tsunami. Will be live from the disaster zone.
And the scores are in. We will have the verdict on Theresa May's Dancing Queen performance at the Conservative Party conference.
Thursday, 4th of October, 2018, live from ITV Studios in London, this is Good Morning Britain with Ben Shepherd and Susanna Reid.
Good morning. Morning, Lady Penelope.
It's a bit Peter Crouch, isn't it?
Oh, but Crouchy was doing it on purpose.
Thursday, 28th of June, 2018. Live from Television Centre in London, this is Good Evening Britain with Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
Good evening, Britain. We are live, we're on late, and we are with you for the next hour.
Well, that went well, didn't it?
Good morning, Britain. Children with cancer will have treatment tailored to their DNA as part of a huge number of changes to the NHS aimed at saving 500,000 lives.
Wayne Rooney has blamed mixing booze and sleeping pills for his arrest at a Washington airport for being drunk and swearing in public.
And British stars Olivia Colman, Richard Madden and Ben Whishaw, all winners at the Golden Globes overnight. Ross King will have all the details this morning.
After a cloudy weekend of weather, sunshine returns today for many of us. Very windy conditions in the north, but the outlook is largely dry this week. All that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Monday, 7th of January, 2019. Live from Television Centre in London, this is Good Morning Britain with Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
Oh, it's so good to be back,
Is
isn't
it?
it?
Yes.
Oh, I brought you in some breakfast.
Monday, 6th of January, 2020, from ITV. This is Good Morning Britain with Charlotte Hawkins, live from Television Centre.
Good morning, Britain. It's 6 o'clock. As you may have noticed, we're looking a bit different this morning. We're with you now all the way through until 9 o'clock, and Piers and Susanna will be here from 6:30. In the next half an hour, we'll bring you the latest uninterrupted news, sports, entertainment and weather. First, this is the world you're waking up to.
President Trump warns he will hit Iran harder than they've ever been hit before if they carry out a strike against the US after his targeted killing of the country's top military commander. For supporters of Qasem Soleimani, emotions are running high.
If I had the chance to get revenge, I would. Jones,
And Curtis Jones says he only had one thing on his mind: to shoot. The 18-year-old Liverpool player's stunning goal saw the Reds sweep past Merseyside rivals Everton in the FA Cup third round.
Now, across the morning, our correspondents will be joining us with the very latest news from right around the world. But first, this morning, President Trump has warned Iran to expect a potentially disproportionate response.
Good morning, Britain. Cleared for takeoff. Vaccinated Brits could be on Spanish beaches in weeks, but you'll need a COVID passport. How will it all work? The Transport Secretary joins us live after 8.
It is another day of sunshine and showers and feeling cold in the wind, and it stays that way for most of us for the rest of the week. All the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Wednesday, 28th of April, 2021. Live from Television Centre in London, this is Good Morning Britain with Ranveer Singh.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9. Adil and Susanna here from 6:30. Loads in the news this morning. Let's get to our top story then. And Spain says it will welcome British holidaymakers back to its beaches in June.
Good morning, Britain. Freedom in your hands. Compulsory face masks scrapped and mandatory social distancing ditched.
The state won't be telling you what to do, but you will want to exercise a degree of personal responsibility and judgment.
Live with COVID like the flu, but are you ready to get back to normal on July the 19th?
sunshine and showers in the north, dry and fine in the south. But the outlook is for wet and windy weather overnight tonight. I'll have all the details of that and more live on Good Morning Britain, Epsom.
Monday, 5th of July, 2021. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Charlotte Hawkins.
A very good morning to you. It's 6 o'clock Monday morning. We are with you all the way through till 9 with Richard Madeley and Susanna here from 6:30. First, our top story. The Prime Minister is expected to tell the nation later Freedom Day will happen.
Good morning, Britain. Prince Andrew fights to have sexual assault claims thrown out of a US court.
Now, the Duke of York's lawyers argued that a confidential $500,000 deal between Jeffrey Epstein and Virginia Giuffre, the woman accusing Prince Andrew of sexual abuse, prevents her from taking legal action.
He denies all the allegations. We are live in New York, where a judge will rule today.
The pressure on our NHS, on our hospitals, is going to be considerable in the course of the next.
And after a record-breakingly warm start to the year, it is all changed today. It turns much colder, even the return of snow. All the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Tuesday, 4th of January, 2022. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Susanna Reid and Richard Baker.
Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock and welcome to the programme.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. I do like that bit at the start with the big voiceover and the drama and the music.
Absolutely. Susanna Reid and Richard Baker. I love it.
Centre.
Well, it's absolutely lovely to be here. It's lovely to see you. Hope you had a good New Year and a very happy Christmas.